told him personally that he had some Usher. And when you look at the lawsuit, even though they got Usher's name redacted, you can tell who it is because they describe him as the guy that performed at the Super Bowl. Right. So, I mean, we all know who that is. But how do you feel about that, man?
Well, I mentioned that earlier. He said about Stevie J. That Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man. But he got with Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business. I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now, I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that groomed you gonna give him a pass? Now, I'm telling that because you taking up with somebody that you know and a lot of more people know didn't do you right.
Here we have the 4 cards that fell off for Usher: Fraternity, Oath Keeper, Schizophrenia, and Matrix. So we already know that this is a brotherhood. Brotherhoods always keep their oath amongst each other and their secrets amongst each other. And we have the word schizophrenia. Schizophrenia came out, and that spiritually it means malevolent spirits, like a possession of a lower force. And it alters the mind. It affects a person's ability to think, to feel, and to behave clearly. So it's kind of like a possession. And then you have the matrix, which is something that the soul needs to learn to escape. Let's get into his intuitive messages. Let's go. I just want to say before I do start this reading for Usher, I'm going to be using this deck here. I just want to say that, listen, the grace period is over. The door is about to be locked. God Almighty has given everybody a chance to turn from their wicked ways and fall on their knees. And it's almost over. X marks the spot. Okay. When that solar flare hit, when that asteroid falls, when that comet comes, it's going to be over. And so I just want to say that some people have already chosen their side. So let's get into this spirit guides, ancestors, God Almighty. What is the energy pull on Usher Raymond? Let's go. We have losing self and rebound was underneath that, flips upside down. So losing self and rebound. He has been mentally taught and kind of like programmed to disregard anything negative that comes out about him. He learned how to play it cool no matter what. But even though all of these great things are resurfacing and not resurfacing, but all of these great things are happening for him, he's in the spotlight again. His soul, his innocent self, is losing himself, and he wants to have a rebound moment where he reclaims his fall. He went through a humiliation ritual not too years ago or whatever, and his hype now, him performing and going on tour and doing all these wonderful things, is his rebound of bouncing back from that. But this is judgment too, and in that judgment he's losing himself. The card that just flipped over was heavy burdens. These people can get on in a camera and smile, and you can always Photoshop a picture. You can Photoshop your personality if you need to, depending on the situation, depending on where you at, what you got to do, how you got to take care of that, And internally, he has some heavy burdens that he's dealing with. He's trying to level out his scale here. He's fighting his higher and lower self. because of what he's caught up in and what he has been put under. And it's heaviness for him. There is a fight for the soul right now. And people are trying to figure out what side, trust issues, what side they really want to be on. Trust issues, because he's been betrayed ever since he was a kid. Okay, somebody misled him, threw him to the wolves, traded him in for a payoff, and horrible things have happened to him. We have greed and selfishness that just flipped over exactly. Money was more important than the protection of this person. He wasn't protected. He got trust issues. You know, he's an oath keeper, but he don't trust nobody. And that's for his physical protection. Uncontrollable sweating. Uncontrollable sweating when he is in his normal self, within his right self, when he's not in this energy, because he is feeling the heat of what's happening here. Okay, my phone rang. I had to stop. So we left off on uncontrollable sweating, because like when this card came out, you have to understand that he is himself, but he is not of himself. You know, when allegedly all this, okay, allegedly all of this or whatever, allegedly all of this. But when someone is in this type of situation, there are things that they have to go through. You know, like, let's not even play here. Like, you sitting watching television, you know that that's bullshit. 99% of it is. It's, you know, to keep you in an illusion, to keep you trapped, to keep you thinking things that are not even relevant. But this is something on a degree that is like not, like, you wouldn't even fathom it. You know what I mean? And so when he is out of that, he looks back and he realizes what is going on. And so that's where the stress and all that comes from, because he's tied up in a lot of mess. And you know, 2024 and beyond, the Hollywood is falling. You know, all of this is over with. Like all of this, everything is over with. Judgment is here, and people better wake up and realize what's happening, because it ain't that much time left. You hear me? Usher. Let's see. There's an energy like Usher. Head over heart. Yeah. That means that he know what he into, what he has done, or some of the things is wrong. But his head is over his heart, which means that he is enjoying the benefits. And he'll worry about the reaping later. Oh. See? Selfish desires just popped out. Yeah. Gotta feed the flesh first before you feed the soul. Worry about the soul later, but then, you know, that's gonna be too late. What profits a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? All of this shit is gonna rot and rust. And it's gonna be on fire. None of this is gonna matter. Your numbers, like, look how they play with y'all with the phones. This wasn't just a coincidence. All of this is about to be out of here. Secrets and unsolved mysteries. He's not going to ever speak on what he experienced when he went through his ritual with the diddler. It was as if he was put through a sexual camp. Like, you are about to be a sex symbol. You got to be ready for the females. You have to attract older women as well. Like, this was a sexual ritual that this young man went through. And that's why he was passed off to one of the biggest freaks, who was willing to take him through that with no, like, what is it called? What am I looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? Not regret, but just like, he didn't care. I can't think of the word right now, but he was sent to the wolf. And he got a lot of secrets and unsolved mysteries that he will forever keep. Heart and heart. Yes. Usually when the victim is victimized, sometimes, not all the time, but they don't seek healing, they seek revenge, and they seek out other innocent victims because they don't want to feel alone. They want, it gives them power to know, I did this to you because it happened to me. So he has a heart and heart, which makes me intuitively, Spirit is saying that's why his lamb was Justin, to go through the same, thank you, Spirit, okay, ring, 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 to go through the same dark ritual that he went through. Boys, okay, Usher Raymond. Let's go, Spirit guides and sisters. Got any other messages regarding this energy? Hey, that fell on the floor. We have communication card that fell on the floor here. Communication is not going to be ever clear with him. Like I stated earlier, he's never going to come out and be like, yeah, this happened to me. It's like the Matrix. No, that was Will Smith with the pen. When they flashed the light and like, you don't remember none of this. None of this is even relevant to you. See, the soul and the physical are two different energies, but they intertwine as one. Because you need both here in the physical plane, because it's a crossover. They're trying to block the cord here that separates the spiritual and the physical, but that is disappearing. That's going to be gone. And so that's why there's more activity with spiritual energy, and people are more in tune to that, and since the astrological changes are occurring and Pluto was here, there's going to be more spiritual energy entering in, and like spirit like energy. And so you know, when they talk about, oh, don't talk about the aliens, they can't stop none of this that's happening. Okay, none of it. But the communication here, all you're gonna get is his music. Focus on the music. Focus on what I'm doing for you, for the fans. That's all that matters. That's the energy that he's saying here. Let's wrap this up here because I don't want it too long. Maybe there'll be another part depending on if y'all ask for it or not. I'm just going to do these last 3 cards here. There's this card that says Soul Contract, Breaking Point, and Lost Soul. Soul Contract, Breaking Point, and Lost Soul. Y'all can marinate on that real quick. Physically, he's tired. But soulfully, he's already made his choice. That's right. Till next time.